Public opinion polls show high levels of support for raising taxes on the wealthy. Why is this? Let's look at just facts. In a Politico article titled "Soaking the Rich, Americans Say Go For It," Ben White argues that the prospect of 70% tax rates for multimillionaires and special levies on the super rich draw howls about creeping socialism and warnings of economic disaster. But when it comes to soaking the rich, the American public is increasingly on board. White bases his claim on a Politico Morning Consult poll that found 76% of registered voters believe the wealthiest Americans should pay more in taxes. He also cites a Fox News survey showing that 70% of Americans favor raising taxes on those earning over $10 million, and 54% of Republicans agree with this. Moreover, Politico reports that such polls show support for the tax-raising proposals of Democratic politicians like Senator Elizabeth Warren and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a self-described Democratic socialist. However, these polls are tainted by a clamor of misinformation throughout the media. In fact, they align almost perfectly with the portion of voters who have been misled to believe that the richest 1% of U.S. households pay a lower average federal tax rate than middle-income households. A scientific survey commissioned by Just Facts shows that 3/4 of voters have swallowed this untruth, which has been widely propagated by the press. If you've also been led to believe this, here's a chance to learn the actual facts of this matter and how the media twists them. Determining true tax rates requires accounting for all taxes and all income. This includes hidden taxes, capital gains, loopholes, deductions, and benefits that are typically not taxed, like employee health insurance. The U.S. Treasury, the Congressional Budget Office, and the Tax Policy Center have conducted such analyses, and all of them find that the wealthy pay far higher federal tax rates than middle-income households. For example, a 2018 report on federal taxes by the Congressional Budget Office found that middle-income households paid $9,600 in taxes on income of $71,900, or a tax rate of 13%. The top 1% of households paid $596,200 in taxes on income of $1,774,800, or a tax rate of 34%. The complete range of findings by all of these credible primary sources shows tax rates for middle-income households between 12% and 14%, and tax rates for the 1% from 34% to 38%. In terms of ratios, they find that the average federal tax rate on the richest 1% is 2.4 to 3.3 times higher than middle-income households. So on what basis do media outlets claim the exact opposite? Quite simply, they report tax rates that exclude large portions of people's taxes and/or incomes. A very small sample of the perpetrators of this charade includes the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Daily Beast, Newsmax, the Providence Journal, FactCheck.org, PolitiFact, and CBS News. Consequently, 90% of Democrats, 61% of Republicans, and 78% of third-party voters think that middle-income households pay a higher average federal tax rate than the wealthy. Given that the news spoon-feeds them this story over and over again, it's not surprising that many Americans think this way, and therefore want the wealthy to pay more. Pollsters can severely distort the results of their polls by leading their respondents with misinformation. And as Just Facts has routinely documented, this is just one of many issues where the media is systematically misinforming the American people. I'm Amanda Reed Sheik, here with Just Facts. For thorough documentation of every fact in this video and more facts about this issue, read the article "Support for Soaking the Rich is Rooted in Media Misinformation" at justfactsdaily.com.